So you have the square root of 15x and the square root of 35x. Well, you know that 15 is 3 times 5. You know that 35 is 5 times 7. So you have 3 times 5 squared times 7. And then x times x is x squared. You get the square root of this. So the square root of 5 squared is 5. The square root of x squared is x, and we found the square root of those two, times the square root of 21. Number 2, we have the cube root of 50y squared times the cube root of 20y. We know that 50 is 5 times 10, and we know that 10 is 2 times 5. 20 is 4 times 5. So we have 5 times 5 times 5. That's 5 cubed. 2 times 2. That's 2 cubed. And then y squared times y, that's y cubed. And you got to find the y cubed of 5 to the third, 2 to the third, y to the third power. It's just going to be 10. 5 times 2 is 10. Y. 36 is 6 times 6. So we have 6 times 6 times 6. It's going to be negative 6 to the third power. X squared times x squared is x to the fourth. Y to the fifth times y is y to the sixth. And remember, we're trying to find the cube root. If you listen to my videos, we're looking for groups of 3 because that's our index. So this is a group of 3, so you get the cube root of negative 6 to the third is negative 6. You get the cube root of x to the fourth is going to be x. Since there's one group of 3, you have x remaining. And then the cube root of y to the sixth is going to be y to the second. So these are all out. These are all out. And this one has 1 remaining, so you have the cube root of x. So we're going to multiply these two. This is 28, which is 4 times 7. So we have 5 times, of course, we have a square root. So it's 7 squared. This one is 4, right? And we have x to the third power. And we have y to the second power. And we're getting the square root. The index is 2. So it's 5 times the square root of 7 squared is 7. The square root of 4, which is 2 squared, is 2. X cubed, remember the index is 2. And we do have x squared, so it's going to be x, but there's a remainder of 1. And y squared is y. And so this is going to be the square root. The square root of 49 is 7. The square root of 4 is 2. The square root of y squared is y. X squared is x, but we have an x remaining. So 5 times 7 is 35 times 2 is 70. X, y, square root of x. Okay, we're going to find the cube root of the product of these two radicals. We know that 9 is 3 times 3. And of course, we have 2. So we have 3 squared times 2 times x to the fifth times x squared is x to the seventh. Y squared times y to the fifth is y to the seventh. And we're going to get the cube root. And we do have a negative out here. Now, 3 squared, we're not able to find the cube root, so we're going to leave it there. 2, we can't find the cube root. X to the 6, remember there's x times x times x. There's 6 of them. Times x. Actually, there's 7. And we're looking at groups of 3. So when we get the cube root of x to the 7th, it's going to be x squared. Just like y to the 7th, we have y times y times y. That's a group of three. So the cube root of y to the third is y. And there's two groups. So it's y squared, but we have a y left over. So it's going to be cube root. It's going to be negative. 3 squared is 9 times 2 is 18. 18 times x times y. Okay, so we have square root of 3 times 2, since it's the same index, minus square root of 3. Remember that 21 is 3 times 7. You see this radical we can't simplify, so that's just square root of 6, minus the square root of 3 squared, which is 9. The square root of 9 is 3, square root of 7. And that's what it simplifies to. Okay, we're going to multiply these two since they have the same index. Square root of 4 times the square root of 6 is the square root of 24. We have 2 times 12, 2 times 6, 2 times 3. So we have 2 times 12 is 24. 12 is divisible by 2, so it's 2 times 6, 2 times 3, and we're trying to find the square root. So the square root of 4 is 2. So this simplifies to 2 square root of 6. We have 8. We have the square root of 9 x squared times the square root of 9 y to the 5th. So we have the square root, and it's 9 times 9, 9 squared, x squared, and y to the 5th. And since we know that the index is 2, the square root of 9 squared, which is 81, is going to be 9. The square root of x squared is going to be x. Y to the 5th is y times y, that's a group. Y times y, that's another group. And then you have a y that's out, so you're going to have 9xy squared times the square root of whatever is remaining, so you have y. Number 9, we have the cube root of 50 x squared z to the 5th power times the cube root of 15 y to the 3rd power times z. 50 is 5 times 10. 10 is 5 times 2. 15 is 5 times 3. So you notice we have 3 5s here. So that's 5 to the 3rd power times 2 times 3, which is 6. And we have x squared. We have y to the 3rd power and z to the 6th power. And we're trying to find the cube root. 5 to the 3rd power is 125. The square root of the cube root of 125 is 5. You can't find the cube root of 6. You can't find the cube root of x squared. You can't find the cube root of y cubed. That's y. You can make two groups out of z to the 6, so it's going to be z squared. So we did find the square root of that. So what's left behind? 6x squared, cube root of 6x squared. Okay, we have number 10, the square root of 75 divided by 3, and we know that the square root of 75 divided by 3 is the square root of 25. We know that 25 is 5 squared, so we know the square root of 5 squared is going to be 5. Number 11, we have the square root of 63, x, y to the 3rd, divided by the square root of 7y. So we're going to have the same index. So we have 63 xy cubed divided by 7y. 63 divided by 7 is 9x. Y cubed divided by y is y squared, and you're going to find the square root. Well, we can find the square root of 9, that's 3. We can find the square root of y squared, that's y. But x is in a pair because the index is 2. So that's going to be the square root of x. Okay, we have the same index, so we're going to have 54x to the 5th, y to the 3rd power divided by 2x squared times y, and we have the same index. So we can divide. 54 divided by 2 is 27. X to the 5th divided by x to the 2nd, you have to subtract the exponents. So you have x to the 3rd. You have y to the 3rd divided by y, so you can subtract the exponents. You have y squared. And you're going to get the square root. You notice that 27 is 3 times 9, and 9 is 3 times 3. So if I had to rewrite this, it'd be 3 squared times 3 times x cubed times y squared. So anything that's raised to the 2nd power, we're able to find the square root. So the square root of 3 squared is 3. This stays in the radical. This, we can find the square root of y squared is y. X to the 3rd power, we have x squared, so we can't find the square root of x squared, but we have an x remaining. So that's going to be in the radical. So it's going to be 3xy times the square root of 3x. 13, we have the same index, so we can say the following. 6x divided by 3x, and we notice it's going to be the square root of 2. And since 2 isn't a perfect square, we're going to leave it as square root of 2. Number 14, we have the cube root of 4x squared divided by the cube root of x. Since we have the same index, we can divide 4x squared divided by x. So you have the cube root of 4x. Of course, 4 is not a cube. X is not a cube, so that's what it simplifies to. 15, we have the 4th root of 243 over 3k to the 7th, and this is k to the 3rd. 243 divided by 3 is going to give you 81. K to the 3rd over k to the 7th, you're going to have to subtract. And what happens is you have 81 over 3 minus 7 is 4, so it's k to the 4th. 81, 3 times 27, 3 times 9, and then 3 times 3. So 81 is actually 3 to the 4th. And we're still trying to find the 4th root. We're trying to find the 4th root. So the 4th root of 81 is 3, and the 4th root of k to the 4 is k. And that's what it simplifies to. 16, what is the area of a rectangle? So you have a rectangle. And you have the length, which is the square root of 175. And you have the square root of 63. So to find the area, it's going to be length times width. So the area is the square root of 175 times the square root of 63. You notice that the square root of 75 is 25 times 7. And you know that the square root of 63 is 9 times 7. 7 times 7 is 49. So you actually have the square root of 25 times 49 times 3, which is 5 times 7 times 3 when you find the square root. So 5 times 7 is 35 times 3 gives you 105 inches squared. Now, some of you have told me, well, can't you just multiply and find the square root? You can do that too.